Hello friends, my name is Dharmendra Mojidra. Welcome to the Gujarat State Chess Association. Today we will learn about the opposition. There are two types of opposition. One horizontal and second vertical opposition. What is the opposition? Opposition helps in endgame between the both king and a pawn. Let's see what is the opposition first. This is both kings on this board. Now there are only one step distance between both kings. So this is called opposition. This type of opposition is vertical opposition and this is the horizontal opposition. How it works? Let's see. If you have only one pawn and a king and opponent have no any piece, there you can use your opposition rules. First, let's see what we'll do after vertical opposition. You can write on your book vertical opposition is helps for the game will be draw. Looks like this. White has a pawn but black stands on vertical side. So this game will be gone to the end of the draw. How is possible? You can see in this position at the last moment it's black to play and black kings cannot move anywhere and there is no checks. So this is called stalemate and as you know stalemate is a draw. How is possible this position? Okay, let's start from this side. King behind the pawn. It is always draw. First, if it is black to play, black king moves to e4. Now, white king on f2. If you are playing with black, you should come on vertical side by king to f4. Now, white gives check e3. After king e4, white must move on king e2, otherwise white will lose his pawn and game will be draw. So after king e2, black will play king e5, white king on side d3, black should play here king to d5, after e4 check, king e5, here you can move king to e3, now it's black turn. Black will play king to e6. Sometimes it happens when you go backward and your opponent want to confuse you by moving king to d4. No, here white will move king to d3. So white want to confuse you. No worry about it. Move your king again on e5. Stop this pawn. Now white must to king e3. Again you can play king e6. If white plays king f4, you should move king to f6. If white king moves to d4, black should play here king to d6. Now e5 check, king e6, king e4, king to e7. After king d5, black will play king d7. Pawn to e6, check, king e7, king e5 and king e8. After king f6, black will play king f8. Otherwise, after king d6, black will play king d8. Now e7 check, king e8 and force move king e6, and this is a stalemate. So end of the game will be draw in this position. So remember, when your king in front of the pawn, you can make the game end of the draw. Okay, now I will show you what is the horizontal opposition and how can you win this game. Okay, let's start. But if you want to win the game, your king should be in front of your pawn. In this position, it depends on move who's to play. If black to play, white can win this game by moving to king f4. White takes horizontal opposition. But in this position, if white to play, white cannot take horizontal opposition because of king d3. Black will simply reply to king d5, and if white will play king f3, black will simply reply king f5, and this is vertical. So it depends on move whose turn. If it is black to play, how can win the game? Okay, let's start. Now here it's black to move. Black king moves to e6. White should move forward e4. If black moves to d6, now white immediately taken horizontal by king f4. After king e7, white should play here king e5. Force your opponent's king on the back side. Now black will go to e8. You should play here king to e6. When your king reaches to the 6th rank, on the 6th rank, then you can move your pawn. See here, king d8, e4, king e8, e5. There is no matter, it's whose turn. When your king on 6th rank, always win, does not matter opposition. After king d8, king f7, and simply win the game by moving to e5, e6, e7 and e8 win. Because these three squares in your control. Now king on d7, e6 check, king d8, e7 check, king d7, e8, making your queen, and you can simply win the game by promote the queen. So this is vertical and this is the horizontal opposition. In such position, what will you do? In this position, remember some rules of the opposition with king and pawn. If it is white to play, the game will be draw. And if it is black to play game, black will win this game simply by moving to king f3 after king d2 and king f2, and black will simply win this game. So this is rules of opposition. I will show you some positions. Let's start. This is the vertical position, king in front of the pawn. King behind the pawn, always draw. See here. Now, in this position, king in front of the pawn, it depends who's to play. In this position, king is front of the pawn 2 square distance is always win by white. And king in front of the pawn on 6th rank, this is always winning. Exception rook pawn. See here, this position always draw. Does not matter who's to play. Okay? Now we will learn about some openings in my new video. I hope you will enjoy. Okay? Goodbye.